Good morning. Good Monday morning. Facebook friends, YouTube friends, everybody, good morning. It looks like it's about just a little bit till 7, like 8 minutes till 7, what my clock says. I posted a few pictures yesterday where me and my baby brother went up on the river and caught some trout. Uh, I've been like 4 times, maybe in the last month. A couple of times I didn't post no pictures, but we've caught fish every time. Yesterday was about the best one, about the best day we've had. Um, Actually, I was the only one that caught a keeper, and I didn't even take a picture of it. They've changed the laws on the Clinch River where you can only keep one trout over 20 inches, and you can keep six under 14 inches. So if they're between 14 inches and 20 inches, you cannot keep them. As you see, I caught a couple. Todd caught a couple that were not able that we were not able to keep. I caught one that probably about 11 and a half, maybe 12 inches long, which is really personally I prefer the smaller trout, anywhere from 12 to, well, now that just a little under 14 inches. Any of them right in there, a foot long, 13 inches long, 13 and a half inches long. That is for me personally, I would prefer to eat that size trout. The meat just seems to be a little bit sweeter. The fish just seems to be sweeter and tender and taste better. The big ones don't taste as good as the small ones. Not saying I wouldn't eat a trout over 20 inches. It's just they're just not as good as the smaller ones. But anyway, we were catching our bigger ones on basically Yazuris, which is kind of like a type of a Rapala, and that's what I actually thought I was catching the majority of them on, and we did pretty good. We went up there, but about the water, two generators come on at 11. We put in the water about 1. We had caught like 5 fish in, I don't know, maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours. That's not too bad. I mean, I've had a lot better days than that up there. I've caught fish every cast when they're really, really hitting good during maybe a mayfly hatch or and it just depends on what you're fishing with, and if you find the bait that they want to hit, that the trout want to hit, that's the big key. I caught the only keeper I caught. I caught on a whole night crawler and yellow Berkeley power bait, which Berkeley power bait is a paste and it's buoyant, so it'll get your worm up off the bottom of the river. And I put my sinker about 12 to 14 inches up the line. So, of course, your sinker's on the bottom, your worm's up higher, sinker on the bottom, worm up higher. Your trout can see it, and that's how you catch them. That's how I catch them. And when I go back up there, I'm going to fish because I fished Rapalas and baits like that. But next time I'm going all Berkeley power bait and night crawlers. I'm gonna try to catch me about 5 or 6, enough for a meal for a couple of people. That's my plan anyway. Uh, but that was a few pictures of Randy Grant's Outdoors. I'm I'm recording this, so I will be posting it on Facebook and on YouTube. So I'll try to post some of the pictures on YouTube. I'm not sure if I can do that. But you can always go to my Facebook page and see the pictures of the fish. Me and Todd, we had a good time. We had a great time up there yesterday. It was really pretty. It was a little chilly. I did have to wear a jacket. Actually, I took this toboggan. I woke up about 2 hours ago and I was freezing. It was It was like 52 degrees in my house. I had kicked a breaker somehow, and my heater went off. And I woke up and I was going, man, it's a little chilly in here. And I got up and um, I looked at my central heat and air unit, and it was like 52. I said, yeah, that's pretty chilly. And then I noticed my TV was off and it wasn't working. So I had kicked a couple of breakers and I had to go out there and reset them. And I got my heater back on now and it's warming up in here. Not all the way. It's still a little chilly, but it is warming up in here. It's the first time that's did that ever, and I've lived here 5 years. I plugged it into a separate outlet is what I did, and I had a lot of stuff plugged into it, my TV and Fire Stick and all that stuff. I plugged it in over there, and it was just too much for it, apparently. So anyway, that's why I'm up so early in the morning doing a post for YouTube and Facebook. That, and I haven't done one in quite a while, and I apologize. I've been promising people that watch my YouTube channel and my vlogs on, I guess you call them vlogs, I don't know, on YouTube, my YouTube Outdoor channel. I'm going to do my best to do more. Yeah, I am going to do that. And I'm actually going to build me, I seen something I really liked, and I'm gonna try to find one. And it's a big cast iron. It's cast iron, kind of like a pot, kind of, with legs on it. But it's what it's for, is to start a fire in. Well, I live in the city, so I think this would be legal. I want one about, well, my nephew's got one. It looked like about 3 foot in diameter, a couple of foot deep, had legs on it, and had a pretty big fire in it. Well, I want one just a little bit bigger than that. I like one about 4 foot in diameter and about 3 foot deep, a pretty big cast iron tub with legs on it that I could start a fire in. And I don't know if you've seen some of the like the Viking survival shows. I've got a huge yard. I'm gonna build me like a little place out here. I'll have to be able to close it up. I'll have to be able to lock it, put doors on the front of it, maybe some Viking ruins for protection because of where I live. But that's not the only protection I have. I'll protect it with my freedom seeds and my boomstick too. If they believe in Jesus and they come up here and try to steal something from me, I can send them to see him real quick if they try to steal from me. So keep that in mind. I will. I always do. But anyway, that's another plan for I'm gonna start it actually this fall. This is my perfect. I love this time of year. I love cooler weather. I've got warm clothes. Actually, I bought this one yesterday. This is I think it's a redhead. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. But it's got the fleece lining and it's really warm. So I grabbed it this morning since I was freezing to death. Seemed like, and threw it on in my North Face toboggan. As you can see, you rarely see me in a toboggan. Oh, but anyway, I wanted to just check in with everybody and tell them I am doing fine. Everything's okay. Trying to figure out some more things to do. I was wanting to go camping on the lake. Unfortunately, my middle brother lives with me, Mark, and my van, while he was driving my van, and when he come back, the whole rear end was smashed in. Somebody rear-ended him, and I mean just completely destroyed my whole rear hatchback on my van, on my $500 camping van, which is just a $500 camping van. I wasn't sweating it, but it sure does look like shit. So yeah, it completely smashed the whole the hatch in, the lift hatch. Luckily, it didn't hurt either one of the lights on it. It's drivable, it just looks like hell. Anyway, I'm gonna end up getting a new vehicle here soon. So I hate going in debt, but I'm about to. Purchase me something new or something newer. I've never bought a new vehicle and probably never will. Most of them depreciate as soon as you drive them off the lot. So that's kind of I don't understand people doing that. It don't make much sense to me. But anyway, I'll get a new vehicle before long and get out more and shoot videos outdoors. So that's what's been going on that part of it. That's why I hadn't been shooting as many videos, because I haven't been driving it, because, well, the whole rear end of it is a Jeep hit the rear of it is what happened. He was at a red light and a Jeep rear-ended him. Of course, no insurance and all that. Yeah, just pretty much screwed on that one. Light my unlit cigarette here. Super healthy. Yeah, there. Oh. I haven't been up long. Maybe an hour. But I want to tell everybody it's getting close to the holidays. Make sure you tell all your loved ones you love them. You don't know how long they're going to be around. It seems like there's been a lot of people dying lately that I know personally. And it's I'm distraught over that. It bothers me, especially people that's really close to me. But I'm not the only one. A lot of people are having problems around the world today. A lot of people lose loved ones on a regular basis. We're not meant to live forever. I'm sure I have said this before. The leading cause of death is birth. You will die when you are born. You're not meant to live forever. It's just the way it is. I'm talking about your body, of course. I do believe we have a entity, a soul, a spirit, a whatever you want to call it, that cannot be seen and that can never die. Ever. That part of you continuously lives on forever, if you can fathom how long forever is. Forever is quite a long time. More than I can even fathom. You can't put a number on forever. I guess you could, but it would be a whole lot of commas and numbers that would reach from here to infinity. Another word, infinity, forever, never ends. So that's getting a little too deep for this early this morning. But what I did want to talk about, and I've been wanting to get on here and talk about it. Lord. This is probably one of them good ones that'll trigger warning. I guess that would be a good thing to say. This is a trigger warning. If you are a Democrat and a leftist, you might want to turn the channel, flip away, unfriend me. I don't care. whatever you want to do, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And that's all I'm going to tell you. Gas prices today, per day, per 24-hour period, is $144 million per day that the United States is spending now with Biden as president compared to when Trump was president. Let me repeat that. Americans are spending $144 million in a 24-hour period more now than they were 8 months ago. Just something to think about. I'm not saying this, that, either or, just something to think about. This is, I'm thinking that one's out of the Washington Post. If it's not, I will, it's actually, I've got the, if you go to my Facebook page, you can see where the article's at, where it talks about that. And I think it's it came out of the Washington Post. I was having a conversation with a young man who was a friend of mine, and I was giving him facts. I like the Washington Post, credible news sources. Not, and I'm not talking about conservative news sources, because there's very, very few. One, Fox News basically ain't even a news source. I'm talking about credible news sources. You know, the Washington Post, the New York Times, current. This is actually it's not October no more, but I was given October dates within the last 2 to 3 weeks. This gentleman was coming back with his comebacks on it was an article that he found, or no, it was a post that he had found. His big thing was this is his comeback. He used a nighttime TV host for his. That's where he gets his information from on a comeback. He uses, he used Colbert, a nighttime. I don't even know how to say you pronounce his name, and really don't care. Colbert or something like that. That was his source of news that he went by, and it was 3 years ago. I asked him to bring up current news from a reputable news source, and he was unable to do that. He was unable. He was either unable to do it or did not understand what I was asking. Possibly a little bit of both. I'm not going to mention no names. I won't never mention no names on here unless it's my brothers. I will talk about both my brothers. Good, bad, and indifferent. They're my brothers, and they can do the same to me. No matter what they do, I still love them because they're my brothers. They're my blood. Their mother is my mother. Their father is my father. We're actually we are the last of the atomic family. Me and my 2 brothers have the same mother and father. That's an atomic family. We were raised to know right from wrong. We wasn't asked to go to school. We were going to school. We got our ass busted when we was young, when we messed up. And we messed up more than once. And I had my ass busted more than once. Probably needed more. But that's just the way it was when I was growing up. I was born in 1965, so I grew up during the, I was a young man, I was a child, during the, 75, I was 10. So go from there. I was a young man I was 5 when it was 1970, so, I remember the real hippies, not the hippies that you think you might see today. That's not hippies. No, I'm talking about 1968, 1969. I was 3 and 4 years old, 2 houses up from where I lived. Hippies. They smoked their weed. They dressed in their hippie outfits with the bell bottoms. It was awesome. It was amazing. Them memories I will never forget. I think I might have been born a little bit too late. I should have been born maybe 15 years prior. I think I would have blended in real good with the hippie generation. I would have enjoyed that time of life, besides the Vietnam War. Minus the Vietnam War. I will throw that in there. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to get on here, and I'm having to record on my tablet, which sucks. I am going to get a new phone Wednesday. I sure am. The one I've got now, it's just a LG Stylo. I think it's a Stylo. I don't know it's a Stylo, but it's only like 32 gig. I'm going to get the new Motorola G Stylo 5. It's got like 128 gig or something. It holds 4 or 5 times more than this phone I'm using. I can't even hardly do a video on this phone now, but the one I'm getting, I think it will last a lot longer, and I can do a lot more videos a lot easier. I don't like carrying. I don't. I have had to carry this tablet. I was carrying this tablet around and doing videos on it, but it's a tablet. It just kind of sucks carrying it around. I'd rather have my phone and my tripod, and it's just a whole lot easier. So, this new camera's got like, this new phone's got like 4 cameras on it, 4 different types of cameras on it, a flash, and then one on the front. So it's really got 5 cameras on it, 1 on the front, 4 on the back, and a flash. So it looked like a pretty nice phone. And like I said, it's got a much, much larger memory. So I'll be doing more videos when I get that phone, and that's in just 2 days. So that'll be cool. I will be doing more videos then. Within 2 days, I'll be doing more videos. I've already went 22 minutes. This phone right here, it would not even do 6 minutes because it is full. I've used all the data on it. I've went across. I don't want to set it back to factory settings. I would lose everything, so I don't want to do that. And I want to try to transfer as much as I can from that phone to my new phone. And I'll try to get somebody to help me do that. But anyway, I just want to check in with everybody and tell them I love them, and I do. I love every one of you. Tell the people you're close to you love them, because you don't know how long they're going to be around. People you really, really care about, stay close to them. Be prepared for whatever comes next. Pray for the best, prepare for the worst. In these days and times, I think that's just a good motto to go by. Even go as far as it's a big thing in the military. 1 is none, 2 is 1. Go by that theory too. I think it'll be very important in the future. They keep saying this might be a bad winter. Well, they've been saying that forever. But we are due for a bad winter. This might sound terrible. Well, it is. It does sound terrible. It's not about to. It might sound terrible. It is. It does sound terrible. I think it was a quote, and I don't know who quoted it. But the quote was, It's good to have a revolution about every 100 years. Let me repeat that. They said it was good to have a revolution about every 100 years. That is very debatable. I could be on either side. I could debate that on either side. That would be easy on either side. I could debate it on for a revolution every 100 years or against a revolution every 100 years. I could be on the debate team on either side. So, but it was interesting. I seen that. It's good to have a revolution about every 100 years. It's kind of interesting. I made a post that the whiskey shot could be a form of population control. I was halfway kidding. I was halfway not kidding. I don't know what's going on. I know everybody's not the same. I know everybody don't react to medication the same, including the whiskey shot. I'm allergic to Caflex, which is a really good antibiotic. How many of you that are listening to me are allergic to Caflex? Not many. Most of y'all can take it. I have to take penicillin instead of Caflex, which Caflex is a much better antibiotic than penicillin. But I can't take it. If I take it, my throat swells up and I quit breathing. And when you can't breathe, it's kind of scary. Oh, yeah, and you'll die. So I can't take Caflex. So that tells me I'm not the same as a lot of you all because you're not allergic to Caflex. And you could take that. It's a really good antibiotic for pneumonia. Really good antibiotic for pneumonia. But I can't take that because I would die. So that's just one instance. I'm just giving you instances. You come up with your own hypothesis, your own theory. You come up, everybody's the same. Everybody bleeds red. Everybody does bleed red, but everybody is not the same. Some people have high blood pressure, some people don't. Some people have heart problems, some people don't. All right, now let me get to the point. These whiskey shots are going to affect some people different than others. Some people, it could be detrimental to their health. Well, they already said they changed the definition of vaccine. The vaccine is not really a vaccine. What it really is, it just helps your it helps you not have as bad of complications through COVID. You know, through the virus. If you get the virus and you don't get the vaccine, they're saying your breathing will be a lot worse. All the negative things that happen with the virus is going to be much worse if you don't take it. But it's not saying you won't get it. If you take the whiskey shot, yeah, you can still get it. Can you spread it? Yeah, you can still spread it. Even after taking this. So you're telling me I go take this and I can still catch it. I can still spread it. But the only positive thing is, and it's not 100% sure, it might. It's not. It is. It might there's a possibility it could help you get through it easier, because you might be able to breathe a little easier, or your whatever the effects of this virus causes will be less, and you will be less likely to go to the hospital. That's it. Not that you can't catch it, not that you won't spread it. It's just, it'll be a little less, it'll be a little less, it won't be as hard on you, I guess. It won't be as bad on you. I've already said too much. This one will probably, I'll probably get in trouble, but I don't care. I really don't. I won't, and the reason is because I love everybody. I even love the Democrats who think, and I love the flat earthers. I love all the gay people. I'll tell you the ones I don't love. I'll tell you the ones and it's in my profile. I don't like evil people. People that are evil. I despise them. I don't like people who are mean to other people and evil to other people. I'm against socialism. I'm against communism. Completely. I will not agree with anything that Karl Marx wrote in his book. Nothing. Socialism is evil. Communism is evil. Evil. The epitome of evil. I never had to stand in a bread line, but my grandparents did. They had to stand in the bread line. God rest their soul. They lived through the Depression. And that breed of people are dying off. And that was our greatest generation. The World War II veterans are dying off. And that was our greatest generation. What we have now is not the greatest generation. The young people coming up now have been indoctrinated through the schools to push socialism, critical race theory, and all that bullshit. Yeah, this video is probably one of my more early morning rants. I'll tell you this: I love my country. I will stand on the Constitution. I will stand on the Bill of Rights. I will stand up for them both with my last breath or my last freedom seed, whichever one comes first. I'm not bending the knee. I will never bend the knee to communism. I will never bend the knee to socialism. Ever. Ever. I will fight to my last breath against it. And that was a little blunt. I'm sorry. I lighten it up a little bit. I try not to let this stuff bother me, because for me, I'm just looking for, in my total life, from the time I was born to the time I die, I'm looking for better good days than bad. They all can't be good. And if somebody told you every day of your life is going to be a great day, lied to you. You are going to have some bad days. You could not have good days without bad days. It's kind of like yin and yang. You can't have one without the other. But my goal is to have more good days than bad days. And how I deal with my bad days is on me. It's how I deal with them. Maybe that'll lighten it up a little bit. Put a little lighter thing on there. All right. Back to Randy Grant's Outdoors. Political. My political political jargon is over with. I'm hoping you can hear me better. I'm using this little mic right here. It seems, I don't know, it seems to come in a little bit better. It's going to take me quite a while to download this video to Facebook and YouTube. It's right at 7:30, so sometime early this morning or this afternoon when some of y'all work and get off, you can see it. Like I said, I love you all. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Stay close to them. Tell them you love them. Foremost, well, I always said that at the end of every one of my videos. And y'all, I hope the ones that's been watching knows what I'm about to say. Knows what I'm about to say. Stay strong. Stay free. Take care.